Jackson Radio Show.
Greetings and salutations. You are tuning in to the Disgruntled Millennial portion of the Kevin Jackson Radio Show. It is a beautiful Friday. My name is Brett Segal, the Disgruntled Millennial. I always broadcast to you live from my safe space down here in northern Florida, where I'm always free from your bigotry, racism, hatred, microaggressions, and patriarchy. Now, this Halloween, we have to go through this song and dance every year for some reason now. For some reason, since this whole business about cultural appropriation has taken hold. For those of you who don't know, cultural appropriation is one of those strange leftist ideas that has sort of taken hold in a lot of our universities, and I do believe it's trickling its way down into high school and middle school and even elementary school. Cultural appropriation is basically the idea that if you enjoy things that allegedly belong to other cultures, they belong to other cultures, as the left likes to say, well, then that is an act of racism. Coming from the people who say that it is an act of racism to not have a diverse business or whatever, for your business not to represent all the different colors and races and cultures on this earth, from the same people who force this idea of diversity down your throat, they want you to not engage in diversity and not appropriate other people's cultures. So if I enjoy tacos, I'm appropriating the Mexican culture. If I put on a sombrero, I am appropriating Mexican culture. If I listen to rap music, I'm appropriating black culture. If I wear if I wear a certain kind of outfit, the idea is basically to shut you up, because ultimately they have no problem with cultural appropriation. A lot of them do this, a lot of them appropriate, if you want to start saying that cultures belong to certain races or whatever, you could say that whoever has a cell phone is appropriating white culture. And what else are they going to post on Instagram with? Oh, wait a minute. A white guy invented Instagram. Right. Okay. You see where I'm getting. The whole idea of cultural appropriation is absolutely bogus. Cultural appropriation is really what makes the world go round. You have a good idea. You tell someone else about the good idea. They employ the good idea, and then everyone's lives are better. It's like I always try to say, America doesn't have a monopoly on freedom. Other countries in the world are more than welcome to appropriate that cultural aspect of America, the idea of freedom, and they are more than welcome to employ it in their own country so they can have just as much as we have. There's no need for all the jealousy. There's no need for all the hatred for the West, because really that's what this is all about. And it bleeds its way down into the culture so that even fun, not holidays like Halloween are affected. You're not allowed to go out wearing a sombrero because that's going to offend the Mexicans. You can't go out as a geisha because that's going to offend the Japanese. You can't go out as an Eskimo because that's going to offend the Eskimos. You can't go out as a Native American because that's going to offend the Native Americans. They're going to feel bad. It's like you're making fun of them. Forget that people go out in all sorts of costumes. They don't just go out in costumes from other people's cultures. They go out in costumes as other people. I saw a really, really great costume of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump next together, and Hillary Clinton was wearing the red and black bars, and of course Donald Trump was dressed as the president. It was a really, really cute little thing for the parents to do, I think. It was fun. Harmless. But you can't go dressed as a Native American. You can't go dressed as Moana, a Disney character. All the kids, I guarantee you, tons of kids probably wanted to go as Moana. I don't know why. Lately, Disney has kind of dropped the ball on quality work. If you ask me, they don't really do it like they used to. But it really just has to do with this attempt at social justice, because now the kids can't even go dressed up as what they want to. Why should a 7-year-old sit there and worry about this? What are you going to tell your 7-year-old when she wants to go next year as the next social justice, or if she wants to go as Moana, a little Hawaiian girl? How are you going to explain that to your kid? I wonder how these social justice parents explain that to their kids. Oh no, honey, you can't dress up in that because that's going to make all the Hawaiians feel bad. Okay, mommy, can I go as Frozen? The girl from Frozen? No, honey. That promotes white beauty stereotypes. That promotes the idea that whiteness equals beauty, and we can't have that now. Okay. So who are they supposed to go as? You know what? I think Disney is sort of getting its comeuppance in this way, because think about all of the retailing opportunity. Think of all the memorabilia and paraphernalia that's going to be missed out on because of this whole social justice mindset. And I mean, if you ask me, they're kind of kicking themselves in the butt by doing this. But it says something much deeper about the culture. I mean, the little girl from Frozen, her shining moment was when she realizes that there is no right or wrong, that there's no rules for me. I am free. That's what she says. No right or wrong, no rules for me. I am free. That is the leftist idea of freedom, no right or wrong. You know, Disney is making such an effort to come out with these sort of social justice warrior heroes. And I don't get it. I don't know what was wrong with their old heroes. Their old heroes were strong women. Let's take The Little Mermaid, for example. You think they would love The Little Mermaid, right? Young girl defies her father's wishes, goes against all acceptable social mores in order to become a transhuman, if you will. No, they can't stand it because that character in the first place is she just fits into the cis-normative, white supremacist version of what beauty should be. And the fact that she does all this just to get a man, that she goes through hell and back just to get a man, well, that's just toxic masculinity right there. And Ursula, the villain, why does she have to be fat? That's fat shaming. Why is every fat woman a witch? I don't know about you. I mean, if you have that point of view, then you're not paying attention to all of the Disney movies. Jafar was pretty darn evil, and he was skinny. He was very, very skinny. Is that skinny shaming? No, but some leftists think that because Ursula was fat, that says something about society and their view of fat people. One such liberal actually put a lot of thought into this whole thing, because I guess at some point they released a figurine of Ursula who was skinny, and this fat chick was extremely offended by it.
In 2012, Disney released a line of villain dolls depicting Ursula, the classically full-figured sea witch from The Little Mermaid, as a designer couture, size 0.
Oh, no, they didn't. They did not.
From one rolling midsection and tameless will to another.
Oh, God.
My sweet Ursula, I cannot imagine the sick flip of your stomach to see your image dissected, chin shaved, waist cinched, your silhouette robbed of every ounce of delicious curve.
You can't see the video, but she's got a beard.
To find, after 2 decades of existence, that your evil was more worthy of preservation than the iconic body that held you. You, big lady, were the only Disney character who ever looked like me. And while you may not have had the waistline of a princess, I'll be damned if you didn't have the swagger of a queen. The way you sashayed around your lair in full makeup, black flamenco number cut so low in the back that your every twist and shimmy displayed the gorgeous tuck of your rolls. You made back fat look fucking sexy. You made living in this body a little less like a curse. I wonder how they told you. Did they sit you down over tea, delicately frosted cakes lining your chipped porcelain, explain it as a marketing technique?
No, she's a
vehicle to make you
character.
More palatable to a culture that demands perfection. I hope you crushed the teapot in the clench of your fist. I hope you grew 1,000 feet tall and drowned them in the whirlpool of your rage. I wish I could have watched you suck the voices from their tiny, breakable throats.
This is the kind of violence that leftists like to dream and imagine about.
Wept. I know you licked the icing from each and every cake. I know you broke like a slow...
I'm sorry, I can't do that anymore. Leftists want to ruin everything. They do. That's just a fact. That's just a fact of reality. They want to ruin everything. They want to ruin Disney. They want to ruin Halloween. They want to ruin your children. They think it's okay to give your children hormone replacement therapy because they saw you playing with a doll one day, so they're going to screw the rest of your life up. If you manage to live beyond childhood, well then, it's in California. It's okay to just give someone AIDS. Hey, why not? AIDS is like the common cold. Now, to this girl, I'm so sorry you feel bad about yourself. Like, that's a freaking terrible, terrible thing. And I really wish you the best. I wish you could find your strength and get some help on your weight, because this girl's really, really big. And you know what? She has a lot to say about that. She has a lot to do with that. You know, she's talking about licking the bottom of the bowl because of being depressed because someone said something. It's like, that's when you get your life together. If you really feel that terrible, you have to get your life together. Your health and obviously your frame of mind depend on it. I mean, this girl is not well. To be getting so upset about a small-sized Ursula doll, leftists are so sad. And where I draw the line is when you try to make everybody else sad, especially kids. Life is about being happy.
Kevin Jackson
on the Black Sphere Radio Network.
Do you owe back taxes to the IRS or state? The secret to avoiding the IRS nightmare is to seek professional representation. My friends at Security Tax Associates provide the most cost-effective and ethical representation in the industry while helping to avoid seizures, levies, and wage garnishments. Security Tax Associates is here to ensure that the appropriate steps are taken to permanently eliminate any possibility of future tax burdens once and for all. For a free, no-obligation consultation, contact Security Tax Associates, 844-779-4177. That's 844-779-4177. 844-779-4177. Or visit them at securitytaxassociates.com.